I cannot grasp the wind with my hand. I cannot grasp the wind with my hand, nor hold my shadow with my finger. I cannot stare into the sun without a blink. So how can I explain your love into ink? I can see your light like the start of dawn, and feel your heat within me drawn. And feel your heat within me drawn with the paint of your sacrifice taken from your throat, painted within me, and with this and your love I wrote. I've lived to learn that love can die. I've lived to learn that love can die, but death itself from you was shy. Oh, how I wish I was there when your tears couldn't stop, and lay down my eyes upon yours, drop by drop. So if my eyes say too little now, so if my eyes say too little now, I assure you my heart still bows. Hussein, you're all these eyes recall, silhouetted upon my heart's walls. Your father is the crown of my heart. Your father is the crown of my heart, and you're the blood-red jewel that beautifies it. You're the essence of its moving beat and thud. You're the scent of this open flower bud. I keep you within this beating pride, but why do I keep you hidden inside? I keep you within this beating pride, but why do I keep you hidden inside? When a crown should be adorned for all to see, so why do I refuse to let you free from within this cage of ribs? Keeping you in as I breathe, flowing within my blood like a pearl flowing within the seas. And the only way I'll let you go, and the only way I'll let you go and let your love seize would be to break my ribs and drag me down to my knees and end my life like Fatima, just for you. Salawat. Tonight, as many of you know, is the night of Shabib Rasulullah Ali Akbar. This is the poem through his eyes. He goes against the ever-rising sun, against the ever-rising sun, an umbrella to the bodies of those already departed. My arrival was like the flourishing fantasy to his heart. My glistening pupils, the same adorned by the messenger of God. If Abbas was the shadow of Ali in battle, then I was the reflection of Muhammad completely. From the vibrations of his voice, from his vibrations of his voice to the tip of his feather-shaped brow, I was an image created to break the already broken heart of my father. I was an image created to break the already broken heart of my father. My eyes affixed onto the completeness of his face, affixed on the tongue that still finds strength to whisper prayer. Soon time struck and death waited for me silently. I approached him like a fragile wound, waiting to be broken once again. My head bowed and my eyes faltering between the white of his beard, and the slain behind him like the leaves in the wind, like the prey of the vultures. Father, Father, I request for permission to fight the enemies of Islam. He stood silent. He stood silent as if words collapsed against his own breath, his pleading eyes burning my already flaming heart. He was picturing the messenger of God through my image. I suddenly grew into his eyes. He embraced me not as a son, but as a grandfather. I felt his pounding pulse against mine. His bleeding heart sang his last farewell, like the last moments the Prophet held him at birth, knowing something so beautiful will be torn by the evil of the world. Silence reigned between us, and my father walked me to my end. Silence reigned between us, and my father walked me to my end. The moments yawned and withered in his presence. The swords clashed and the spears plunged in, but I was yet to give in until I saw his face once more. Father, the thirst has perished me. This reality carved his heart even more as he promised me water at the end of the swords. I battled to the strength of 100 men and ended my life with a cry as powerful as they come. Taher Adel, I cried and waited like an infant waiting for his child. Cried like an infant waiting for his father. He dragged what remained of me and placed my head upon his lap. Weariness wavered through my gushing blood, now in sync with his tears. I saw him fading away. I saw his face fading away, replaced by the face of my grandfather as he quenched my thirst eternally.